Danse, Nitsikasan, Shandoa Vivian Mistahe. Hello, my name is Shandoa Vivian Bigstone. I live here in Edmonton, Alberta. The word racism to me is when someone discriminates somebody by their skin color, by how they look, by how they dress. I used to get called, a dirty Indian. I would be called a teepee crawler. All of those racist words in the book, just based off of who I represent and how I look.
Danse Nisigason, Desmond Wapa Nawasis, Magwasagay Genochinia. What I said was, hello, my name is Desmond Morningchild. I come from Little Neck, Saskatchewan. I'm 17 years old, and I am a current graduate of high school from McNally. All began in grade 4. I had a very racist principal who thought basically highly of herself and never exactly thought that we were going to make it through high school or through junior high even. And she always said that we're just going to be like all the other natives on the streets.
I feel that it's very important to keep the culture alive for myself and for others because long ago, and actually not too long ago, our ancestors, grandmothers and grandfathers couldn't really participate and keep their culture as they weren't able to due to genocide and colonization. And for myself, being an Ojibwe, OG Cree woman, I find it very important to continue dancing. I heard this once from a wise person, dance for those who can't. And also for our ancestors would be really happy and grateful for us Indigenous youth to keep the culture alive. We dance and we sing, we go to ceremonies, we go to powwows and round dances because our ancestors couldn't.
So I believe it's important to keep my culture alive because in studies shown that in 20 years if our youth doesn't have those teachings, our culture could die out. And that's just 20 years from now. That could be in 2040. That could be in our lifetime. And so it's very, very important for us to keep passing down those teachings to our youth. So protocol, it's basically a tobacco offering. You always have to leave tobacco before you take something from the earth, because it's like you're trading. I give you tobacco and you give me medicine. Okay. Our medicines are tobacco, sage, sweetgrass, cedar, juniper, fungus. There's a tea. It's called muskeg tea or bush tea. And there's also another type of tea that we pick. It's called chaga. And you could usually find those on birch trees.
The importance of a braid for your hair as well as braid and sweetgrass is what my partner said. It represents the backbone of a woman and a man. And when I braid my hair every few days, what I keep in mind is one strand represents the body, the second one represents the mind, and the third one represents a spirit. When you braid those three hairs together and form a braid, it's just interconnecting and putting both all of those three elements together as one. And it represents keeping your mind, body, and spirit strong, keeping it together.
It's the purpose of smudging is to cleanse yourself. If say you're just having a bad day or something, or you have some kind of test coming up, big test, you can always smudge and like calm your nerves kind of bit, and pray to the creator to help you through what you're going through.
Regalia is a term used to identify a power dancer's outfit. There's some people who aren't sure what they're called, some people who haven't seen our culture before, and they just assume and think that they're costumes. Costumes are something that you dress up with. My culture, myself as a person, is not a costume. It's who I am, it's who I represent, and it's who I identify as. I am not something to be dressed up as, and I really think that should be put to a stop. There has been arguments and conflict about it, but that's another thing I'd like to add on. That's very important.
So how it would help end racism is showing others my culture and basically just not being racist.
I will help by ending racism by continuing to be who I am, to teach others, and to represent myself in a positive way, and embrace others to join me, to be connected with their culture, as well as I facilitate blanket exercises with the Blue Building. We go around schools, we go around agencies, and we put on this blanket exercise that is basically talking about the genocide and discrimination Indigenous people went through in the last 150 years.
If you're willing to learn with an open mind and an open heart, you're helping to end racism in Edmonton. I